Sure. I mean, it's revolutionized and completely changed the way that we distribute games and the way that we play games. But from my side, the distribution was the most interesting because 4 years ago, you had to be building for the PS2 or the Xbox, which meant you had to be doing a $20 million project. Today, everything from Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, browser-based games, iPhone, Facebook. I mean, the list goes on and on of digital distribution platforms that we have, which makes it much more viable for smaller developers. I'm all the time publishing projects under $10,000 that can sort of push the medium and expand what we do. So I think that that's been a huge boon to our industry. Honestly, iteration. Really, to me, taking the time to just mill on it. And the great thing about the internet is you have the biggest testing pool in the world. And now with the internet distribution, we can patch things. So games no longer have to be like a movie where it's a one-off shot. It's now we release something into the wild, see how it does, get feedback from this global audience, mill it into something that's better, and over time, I mean, most ideas can become something great. So the interesting thing about MMOs is for a long time, the industry's vied over one small genre, RPG. This would be like if there were only reality TV shows on TV. One of the big challenges has always been the massive amount of content you have to build for one of these big open world RPGs. But I think you're going to see that change as, I mean, we've seen it in Korea where they produce FPS MMOs and racing MMOs and sports MMOs. I think with these new types of MMOs, we're going to overcome the content challenge. And so the second and principal challenge to stickiness is just how do you incorporate the massiveness? How do you incorporate the social element? Can we be more... I can answer that on a lot of different levels. I mean, I think that as far as platforms, we're seeing a further diversification. I think that you're going to see things that we don't even expect today because of just how much the field's opened up. You've got all these gaming schools producing a lot of new developers. You've got all the platforms that we were talking about making it much cheaper to be a developer. You've got a better tool set than 5 years ago, making it easier to make games. So I don't really think we can envision where it's going. If I had to give a couple of interesting things that I see on the horizon, I've been interested recently in sort of location integrated games, games which integrate a GPS device, drive you to a specific location, integrate your real world experience and your game experience. And so I do see that as an up and coming area for both gaming and experience building in general. And then on the other side, I think there's a long way we can go in terms of social gaming. I don't think that we've even really scratched the surface of what it means to really involve your community. And so I think we're going to see a lot of evolution there.